This Christmas special, right?
Yeah, well, it's the holiday special.
The holiday special.
We did Thanksgiving. That kind of got ruined. So now it's finally Christmas time.
Well, yeah. This fucking blew so fast that I didn't even fucking realize it's gonna be Christmas.
You know what's crazy? Because I just felt like it was Christmas last year. Well, actually, I don't even remember last Christmas, to be honest. Which means one of two things. Either one, I got really fucked up, which is fucked up I can't remember, or two, we didn't do shit.
Hold on. Because I remember last Thanksgiving, we were sick.
Yeah.
Really sick.
Yeah, and
remember?
I got fired.
That's when you got fucking fired from the bowling alley, and I fucking told your ass.
Yeah.
You know? But then after that, what do we do?
I can't remember.
Fuck. Yeah. I think COVID has us like robots, all of us, like this whole society. Do you guys fucking remember what you guys did last Christmas? Because obviously we don't.
Yeah, I don't have no clue, I can't even tell you. The reason why
fuck, now you're making me think, motherfucker.
Yeah, okay, the reason why I'm saying this because like I was writing a Christmas song with the Bun Boys, right? Mm-hmm. And it was like sampling Last Christmas, like the song by Wham, Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Mm-hmm. So I was thinking to myself.
Oh, I remember now. Thanks to your fucking dad.
What do we do?
That motherfucker called me a bitch. Remember when the neighbors came out of nowhere? We were doing the fucking big ass, what was I doing, pozole or something?
Damn.
Yeah,
I remember.
That's the only reason I don't remember, because of stupid trauma.
I don't remember.
Remember when Esmeralda, the upstairs neighbor, she came with her brother and
wasn't that
his
like,
wife?
That was New Year's.
No, it wasn't.
It was New Year's.
Oh yeah, it was.
You see, that's what I'm saying.
Damn, fuck.
So I don't know what the fuck we did for Christmas. Yeah.
Oh fuck. Do you remember what we did for Christmas, Mr. Outsider over there? No? Fuck, dude. What did we do for Christmas?
I don't know.
That is so sad.
Why does Mocha want to be in the podcast so bad?
That's the fucking reason I like to record. Because now I'm gonna go back later on to see what we did for last Christmas.
Yeah, because I was looking through my phone, I couldn't remember. Well, I have a new phone. I got
interesting.
That's the last of the.
But why you had to tell me this? Now I really feel like I'm getting Alzheimer's or dementia. Honestly, because I'm forgetting a lot of shit.
Well, don't say it.
I know it's the fucking alcohol that fucking kill all my brain cells for me.
The thing is, you could also, like, how you say manifest stuff, but that...
Anyways, buenas tardes todos. Roberto Escobar, Roberto Bostic. Hi, thank you for watching. So we're here on, doing a podcast for Christmas.
Yeah,
and esto es lo que estamos.
Why
do I feel like I got the paparazzi here?
Well, you can hear it. Like...
Oh my god, I got another #1 fan.
Alright.
And then it's not my mother this time, it's somebody else.
Yeah.
But anyways, can you please stop?
Yeah, I feel like...
Okay, so where were you at?
And I have Mocha here too. I have these people harassing me. Okay, no. Alright. So,
I'm all getting red here.
Yeah,
I feel so fucking flattered. I feel so fucking famous now.
Yeah, so we came in here like not really having a topic. Throughout the like the last podcast, I read a book about codependency. So that was one thing we kind of want to talk about, but not really right now. But what I really want to talk about right now is La Doña's whatever the fuck.
No. Okay, so let's go back. We never have a topic.
We don't have topics.
We like to, I guess, improvise as we go, I guess.
We tried doing the topic stuff, and that's why we went on hiatus for a little bit, because it kind of was overwhelming. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is, with the topics, every time we have a nice topic, the world comes to knock on our door and give us an airplane note.
Okay, let's go back. Okay. For the people that know us and you guys been watching us, you kind of know our little ghetto stories. So this is what we're going at. So they're trying to evict us.
Yeah.
We still haven't been evicted. So they give us a 30-day notice. So the 30 days notice is gonna be up on the 20th of this coming week.
Yeah.
So after that, we're gonna have to wait and chill. And then after that, wait for the courts to try to evict us. So anyways, because due to that bullshit, honestly, I'm not in the fucking Christmas spirit, let me tell you. I'm fucking not, because usually I'm the type of motherfucker that I love to bump to fucking holiday music. Like, even if I'm drunk as fuck, I like to bump to the holiday music. I like all the fucking holiday drinks that they have out there.
Yeah.
I don't got shit. The only shit that we have is this.
This window you see, look, it's funny because you said I'm not in the Christmas spirit and we're all with the whole Christmas spirit.
Well, this is from fucking last year. That's why.
Yeah.
Usually I have a fucking big ass white tree. Honestly, I gotta sue these bitches, honestly. They fucking...
Yeah.
No, but I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it either.
But that's what's going on.
But literally, like, the whole house is decorated. Right now, the only reason why these lights are up is for the podcast, and the ornaments. I put them. I didn't want to fucking put them up, but I had to get the box of decorations and put them out.
But guess what? Thank God I got beautiful friends that I'm still celebrating no matter what.
Exactly.
Except that I fucked up on the Friends Thanksgiving. I got super fucked up for 2 days. And yeah, me regañaron por eso.
Yeah.
But other than that, thank God I have good friends, that they're there to support me and my family and stuff like that.
No, for real. And that's what I love about the holidays. The holidays is not about presents. It's not about none of that shit, What the holidays is really about is about sharing time with the people you care with the most.
That and talking shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because that's when you fucking realize who the fuck is your family.
Well, that's what I like about holidays and gatherings, because people get to communicate and have community, and people don't have that. We're blessed to live in LA and to have most of our family in one state. But there's other people who they had to go all the way to New York or to fucking Miami to go see their mom and dad or something like that.
Honestly, I think that sounds fun. So I suggest that you motherfuckers, when you guys come,
you can't afford it.
So I could feel special that, oh shit, my son is coming to visit me.
That's true.
Nah, just like.
But you better have the olla full of tamales ready.
Oh, no, I'm not. I gotta get some shit from Vallarta, let me tell you.
A turkey, a piece of ham.
But anyway, so let's get a little bit serious now.
Okay, so.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about the codependency shit, because it's
not yet. Okay, so anyways, let's talk about Rudy Valencia.
Okay, for those who don't know, can you break it down? Because I really
no. It's because I hardly go on TikTok, but lately I've been going a little bit more on TikTok, and it's fucking hilarious. I mean, it's really not hilarious because thank God it's not me.
Yeah.
But there's this poor lady that pretty much could be me.
It could have been anybody.
It looks like my suegra, to be honest with you, when she was younger. But yeah, poor lady, she got caught, I guess, fucking with this guy in
his car.
In his car, and
okay.
Can you explain it? Can you elaborate with me, because
for people? Okay, look, let me elaborate.
I could say more in Spanish.
So look, in Spanish, you might have heard this term thrown around. Okay, it's don and doña. It means boss or something like that. But usually people use it to call a doña, like Doña Maria.
It's
an
Mr.
older
and
lady.
It's Mr. and Mrs.
But it's mostly used for older people. When the lady gets called doña, their heart breaks a little bit, Because they're like, I can't believe I just got called
I
a doña,
sure
right?
did. The first time they called me a doña one time when I was fucking 19 or 20.
Yeah, sometimes when I call ladies doña, they get a little bit oh shit, what the fuck. But I can't help it, that's just, yeah. The whole point is, there's this lady called Doña, what's her name? Doña,
honestly, I don't even know her name.
I forgot.
But they were saying, they're clowning around, they were calling her Teresa, but I think her name is Ana. I don't even know. But the point is que pobre señora. The señora, she was fucking around with this guy. I guess they were both on lunch break or something, or before.
Yeah, I heard that it was lunchtime or something like that. And okay,
but anyway, it's going a little bit viral.
What I heard from a Spanish TikToker was that she works at a truck or something like that.
La calonchera.
Yeah, something like that.
¿Ya ves? ¿Por qué mandan a los hombres sin loncha de trabajo? ¿Ya ves?
But that's why, look. Yeah, the whole point is this lady got caught fucking and sucking. Well, she wasn't fucking. Well, she was in the act of she was pulling up her pants, she had just got done fucking.
And it's so embarrassing because I put myself in that position. What about that was me fucking? And all of a sudden, my big ass pants is over there in social media. So that's what happened to that lady. That, I guess the girlfriend of the vato, the guy, she caught him. So she was like, Rudy Valencia, no puedo creer. And then the lady, she's fucking, putting up with her spandex fucking black tights up. and all her fucking panzota is coming out. I could relate to her because my ass is fat, dude. I wouldn't want to get caught like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, nobody would, to be honest.
But it sounds funny, but at the same time, it's not funny. But guess what, ladies? The reason I told you this story, because you were not aware of it until, you know, I was telling you about it, right?
I'm getting kind of... Okay, yeah. Okay, I thought you were going to tell me some other crazy shit.
So what were your thoughts on that, to be honest?
Well, first when I first saw it, I'm like, damn, that's fucked up, like, poor lady. And I also thought, like, damn, that car must smell like tacos and tamales and masa, you know, because they just got done fucking. Because it looked like, you know...
Well, I don't know they were going to start, they were finishing, but I just know that...
Oh, I think they were finishing, you know, I'll tell you, because she was carrying her shoes out. You don't start...
Like, nigga, how do you know this? No, just saying.
Because, okay.
That's my son, by the way.
Yeah,
so
like,
I don't want to...
Like, that's like...
magic shit, you know?
Yeah, well, too late.
But she had her fucking shoes off.
She had her shoes off and she was carrying it. And then she, you know, you don't do all that unless you kind of, like, already started doing something, you know? I'm sorry, but...
But, you
anyways,
know... But
so
what were your thoughts on that?
I was feeling bad for her.
How would you feel if you see
Let
her
me
social
talk,
media?
goddammit, you're asking me a question? You're asking me a
Sometimes-
question? Well, I get embarrassed, but I can't judge nobody because at the end of the day, the lady was horny, so let her have fun, you know? The only thing that I didn't, well, I could kind of understand because I was, from that video, I started watching her going on TikTok saying that you could please erase the comments and that she's getting support but also hate and all this bullshit, and I don't know what the fuck.
And it seems like her children live out of the country because it seems like she's I'm sorry to say, immigrant, and I don't want to be like judgmental, but it sounded like that to me.
Yeah.
And they're getting bullied over there.
Yeah, and then she was saying that the guy always goes to her as a friend and a support, and that's why like a lot of ladies, when you have friends, he say he's just a friend, ladies, you gotta be careful. So I understand that part. I'm not judging her or calling her a hoe like that, because let's say, okay, to me it's kind of like bullshit, okay, come on lady, but at the same time I can understand. Things happen, you know?
But the fucked up part is that his name is not even Rudy. His name is Rudy.
His name is Alex.
It's Alex or some bullshit.
But it's kind of like us, you know? Like sometimes we carry a different name. Well, not like that. Like not too much.
I just know that it's really sad, but it's a lesson for ladies, señoras out there.
But the lady
me,
was saying that she thought that he was single and all this bullshit.
But you know what? The whole point to this shit, girls. Like,
but I don't buy that. You know what? Because if you thought he was single, why would he fuck him in the car in the broad daylight? That's like some sneaky shit.
I know the economy is bad. I know it's really bad, but honestly, ladies, we gotta start, you know, valuing ourselves more, and that's the reason I wanted to bring this topic, because a lot of us as women, and I say us, me, because we don't know, we can't judge people, because anybody, any one of us could put in that ugly situation, especially nowadays that everybody has cameras, everybody's recording.
Yeah.
People are malicious, you know.
Plus, it's entertaining, like you know?
But. It's sad because it's happening to this lady, and even though it looks like she's kind of liking the little fame right now, because she's gonna get money. Yeah, she's gonna get money.
That taco truck is gonna have a full ass line.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and who knows what? Well, I don't want to.
Well, probably all the guys want it. Never mind.
But the thing is this: that come on, ladies, at least value yourself a little bit more and go to the momo. I mean, let that motherfucker pay for your shit, because a lot of times. You let guys make you believe that they like you and they love you, but guess what? We're not in high school.
Yeah.
We're not in middle school. Nothing like that. And nowadays, even guys in high school, they work.
Yeah, it's true.
And some young guys, they got more morals than these older motherfuckers that just want to fuck you in the fucking car. You know, and is it worth it? I don't think so, because as a woman, why would you want to feel yourself low? You know, and dirty afterwards. Because, I mean, they got what they wanted.
Yeah.
The guy got what he wanted.
And the guy, even though he's fat too, he's laughing though, he's making jokes
that
afterwards.
nigga was laughing like nothing, you know? So, I'm just, you know, I show it to you because I wanted to bring awareness. Ladies, please. You know?
But let me tell you something. The girl that was recording, I was kind of feeling bad because I was saying that I was like his woman and all this bullshit. But turns out, she was a babysitter. This guy, Rudy, Alex, whatever the fuck his name is, he used to be with this other lady called Claudia, right? Not this one, not just some other bitch called Claudia, right? And he had kids with her, and they had a nanny, a babysitter, and he ended up fucking around with the babysitter, and then now he's with the babysitter, and now the babysitter got cheated with the taco truck lady, you know?
I mean, yeah, and it's just fucking crazy. That's why, fuck love. I don't believe in love.
Well, I don't know.
I'm sorry, but you know, fuck.
I think
guys are scandalous, you know. Because I remember, you know, like when you're, you know.
But girls are scandalous too.
It goes both ways, but I think it's more fucked up when a woman's at home, fucking making lunch for her fucking man.
Yeah, that's
well,
true.
You know, making lunch for his man, and for the motherfucker to go over there and cheat with the fucking taquera, the fucking lonchera, or la tamalera, lo que sea. I'm not trying to hate on you ladies that work so hard for your money, but come on now. No andes ahí como, ay papito, ¿qué más quiere? ¿Quieres una extra salsa? You know, and that's how they fucking catch your man. But you know what, los vatos, they're fucking stupid as hell.
It's true.
That's why a lot of girls, we don't cook no more, we don't do shit. We don't do shit at home, we don't give a fuck. Cómprate el café en el 7-Eleven, me vale verga. Porque that's what happens. They're gonna cheat on you with a RUDY VALENCIA regardless.
Yeah.
Even if you're a good woman or bad woman, so.
Yeah.
Girls, get your freak on, but at least go to a hotel from now on. You know, you don't want to get caught slipping like that.
It's kind of like what, like back in the days, like what they call being. Well, back in the day was really misogynistic too, but it's like being a lady. You gotta have certain principles.
Yeah,
you know?
but I mean, it looks sexy as fuck. Like for example, a lot of people in the movies, people fuck in the movies, and then
the car,
you know, the car gets all heat up. But that looks sexy and romantic. But when you're a teenager, at least, you know, when you're back in the days, I don't know.
I feel like there needs to be like maybe a real like, cause even if you're married, you could be old as fucking the car. I feel that that'd be romantic. But if you're just gonna be fucking whoever.
But guys brainwash women.
Weird. Yeah,
people brainwash people, so.
So I can't cast judgment on nobody, cause who am I?
What do you guys think about this shit?
I don't fucking know.
Anyways, let me say hi to my viewers a little bit. So, what's up, Kat, Cynthia Ramos, Kay, Tracy. Thank you for watching us. This is like always improvised. We were talking about this lady that got caught fucking in the car by this guy.
Es
Doña something. Well, look for her, RUDY VALENCIA. Go to TikTok and look for RUDY VALENCIA, and you guys know what we're talking about. But yeah, so we're talking about people fucking in the car during their lunch break or whatever, and men cheating on their women. And the saddest part is that lady, I'm sorry to say, but she looks older.
Yeah.
She looks older. She looks like like I told you.
Can I tell you something? That's what kind of surprised me. Well, the guy's not like, he's not attractive or anything like that either.
But he doesn't look like her type.
That's what I'm saying. Like the lady, like I don't know. Maybe she looks
like my suegra. Put it like that. To me, in my eyes.
She looks a little bit better than her.
No, because my suegra, she's older now. But I'm talking about back in the days.
Yeah.
She will remind me like, my mom.
Sense.
She will look like my mom.
No, grandma looks way better than her, and grandma's already old.
No, I know, but the lady looks like, come on, lady.
She's not. I'll put a picture so you guys can see. You guys could
later
think for yourself. Yeah. Anyways, so I don't know, man. And what I don't understand is like why ladies. Well, actually, I can understand why, but it's kind of reminds me of like what happened with Karol G and Anuel. Remember how Anuel he started off with a woman, and then when he was rising to fame, he switched to Karol G, and now he's with fucking
It's because bottom line, ladies, we gotta learn to love ourselves first, because these guys, RUDY VALENCIAs, don't give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
But that lady, the guy, he's known to be a cheater anyways, you know? And the woman that caught him, thank God she didn't fucking pull the hair of that doña. Thank God, because in reality, it's not really the woman's fault. It's the guy's fault.
Yeah.
If your man is fucking around with another bitch, you're gonna look like a fool fucking up the other bitch. Unless the other bitch really knew you.
And like that was like your homegirl or something.
Or my sister or something.
Yeah, that's different.
I don't even know yet, honestly. Because to me, it's like they're both worthless.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, they'll both be worthless pieces of shit, and they both could be happily ever after. But it just makes me think like, a lot of these things, like it's funny right now, but a lot of women, they get really heartbroken, like really heartbroken. That could destroy a woman's life. What about if she really loved this guy like for a lot of years, and she trusting him? Bottom line, ladies, just learn how to love yourself, take care of yourselves, because like that, you wouldn't have to go through too much pain in the world. And that's how I think we should bring the topic about codependency.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking right now too. So this book is called Codependent No More by the author Melody Beattie. She had wrote this, I forgot what year. We had seen it, me and my mom one time. I think back like in the 80s or something. The whole point is, a codependent, do I explain all this
Yeah,
stuff?
can you explain it? Because a lot of people, they don't know about codependency. I learned about codependency, the term, to be honest with you, let's see, about roughly 16, 17 years ago.
Okay.
When I was in the OVM program, which I didn't finish, guys, but I was there for a good 7 months. And I learned that term really good. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like they were talking about me.
Okay, so I have a question for you. What does independent mean?
First of all, see how the
No, no,
terms
no,
is
no,
right now.
no.
I feel like.
Stop it. What does the word
I know,
independent
don't put me in
mean?
the spot right now. You go out
Don't
with your
you-
fucking terms.
Oh my
Tell me
god,
independent.
it's so okay. That's what I'm doing right now.
Independent to me means like a person that you know how to function on your own, you do shit on your own, and you know, you don't need no help, you don't have to rely on nothing or nobody.
Exactly.
Shit like that, you know?
There's a whole rap song about it, you know?
Oh, okay.
There's a couple songs about it.
Yeah, Beyonce?
No, I think it's fucking Trey Songz, and there's another rapper that's independent. INDEP.
Oh, that one. That's one. Yeah, I gotta hear that shit.
Anyway.
Don't tell me the names of the rappers, because honestly, I don't know.
So the whole point is independent means someone who does things for themselves, who can function on themselves. So the reason I bring that up is because the word codependent sounds a lot like independent, you know? So what a codependent means, it's someone who cannot function solely on themselves, you know? They could do things for themselves, yeah, but the thing is, they latch onto some other person and try to fix them, you know? And that's where a codependent relationship starts, you know? You could be a codependent to like an alcoholic, a sex addict. You could be a codependent to your father, your mother, your brothers. It's an abusive and tumultuous relationship. It's very hurtful, and you feel like I don't know, it feels like that's what love is, because they always say that love is to be there for someone, and no matter what you go through sickness and through health and all this bullshit.
Through death and all this bullshit, yeah.
And that is, well, to me, I think that is a part of love, but at the same time, there needs to be boundaries. You need to know when it's love and when you're just kind of trying to fix somebody. And that's what codependency is, trying to fix somebody. And I don't really want to read a circle this.
Yeah, I wanna say something, cause you know when I heard this term a while back, I related to that term a lot, and I understand myself, and that's why yes, I'm a nice person, but I know that my being a nice person has a lot to do with that too, because you have to understand, like, you know, I'm the oldest, so growing up, being in Honduras and, you know, coming to the States, I was always put in a place to take care of somebody.
Exactly.
So whether it was my grandma, whether it was my father, my mother, society, how people make people think, I always felt like I was in a position to take care of somebody. So guess what? When I used to gangbang, I was always taking care of something or trying to oversee stuff. When I was incarcerated as a juvenile hall, you know, I was always felt like I had to be on top and overseeing stuff. And that went on for my marriage and my kids, friendships. A lot of people, they tend to come to me for advice. Then I feel I gotta help people. And it feels good. But then again, I realized it's a sickness, it's an illness, and it drives you crazy because you can't fix the world.
Well, the reason why it becomes a sickness and an illness because you end up you start putting people in front of yourself. You start taking care of others before you could even take care of what you gotta do, you know, and that's when it becomes a problem, because then it gets to a point where someone with that they get upset, they get bitter, and they start getting like angry with the world and don't even realize it. A lot of times people who are, well, I'm trying to find a part that I want to read.
I want you to read the part with this lady because it was so hilarious.
Jessica's story.
I think it's the Jessica story. Where she had the alcoholic and she was getting mad because he's drinking. It's like, come on, dude, like let that motherfucker drink. It happens to me. My significant other, a lot of times he'll be taking care of me. Like, nigga, I'm a grown ass woman. I know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. And then it creates a problem in the family.
Yeah, and the thing is with people, when you become codependent, you end up creating other codependents. That's another scary thing. Like, it's just like you know, when people
cycle. It's a vicious cycle.
You know, when people say hurt people, that's kind of where this kind of stems from. So that's what the whole RUDY thing, and I don't know what the fuck and all those people. I learned, though I know that I can't judge nobody, you know? Like I said, who am I to judge? Well, anyways, this is chapter 1's Jessica's story by Codependent No More. It starts off like this. This is Jessica's story, and I'll let her tell it. I sat in the kitchen drinking coffee, thinking about my unfinished housework, dishes, dusting, laundry. The list was endless, yet I couldn't get started. It was too much to think about. Doing it seemed impossible, just like my life, I thought. Fatigue, a familiar feeling, overtook me. I headed for the bedroom. Once a luxury, naps had become a necessity. Sleeping was about all I could do. Where had my motivation gone? I used to have an excess of energy. Now it was an effort for me to comb my hair and apply my makeup daily. An effort I frequently didn't have to put forth. I lay on my bed and fell into a deep sleep. When I awoke, my first thoughts and feelings were painful. This was also not new. I feel like Dr. Seuss in this bitch.
All right, Dr. Seuss, keep on going.
All right. Wasn't sure which hurt most. The raw ache I felt because I was certain that my marriage was over. The love was gone, extinguished by the lies and the drinking and the disappointments and the financial problems. The bitter rage I felt towards my husband. The man who had caused it all. The despair I felt because God, whom I had trusted, had betrayed me by allowing for this to happen. Or was it the mixture of fear and hopelessness that blended all into the other emotions? Damn him, I thought.
Yeah, fuck him. Yeah, fuck him.
Why did he have to drink? Why couldn't he have sobered up earlier? Why did he have to lie? Why couldn't he have loved me as much as I had loved him? Why didn't he stop drinking and lying years ago when I still cared? I never intended to marry an alcoholic. My father had been one, and I had tried so carefully to choose my husband. Great choice, I thought. Frank's problem with drinking had become apparent in our honeymoon when he had left our hotel suite late one afternoon and didn't return until 6:30 in the morning. Why didn't I see then? Looking back, the signs were clear. What a fool I had been. Oh no, he's not an alcoholic. Not him. I defended him time and time again. I had believed his lies. I had believed my lies. Why didn't I just leave him, get a divorce? Guilt, fear, lack of initiative, and indecision? Besides, I had left him before. When we were apart, all I did was feel depressed and think about him and worry about money. Damn me. I looked at the clock, 2:45. The kids would be home soon from school. Then he would be home, expecting dinner. No housework was done today. Nothing ever got done. And it's his fault, I thought. His fault. Suddenly, I shifted emotional gears. Was my husband really at work? Maybe he had taken another woman out to lunch. Really?
Valencia.
Shit. Maybe he was having an affair. Maybe he had left early to drink. Maybe he was at his work creating problems there. How long would he have his job anyways? Another week? Another month? Then he'd quit or be fired as usual? The phone rang, interrupting my anxiety. It was a neighbor, a friend. We talked and I told her about my day. I'm going to AI Anon tomorrow, she said. Want to come along? I've heard about this AI Anon. It was a group for married drunks. No, it was a group for people married to drunks. Visions charting to my mind of little women huddled in this meeting, making the most of their husbands drinking, forgiving them, and thinking of all the little ways they could help them. I'll see, I said. I lied. I've got a lot of work to do, I explained. Not lying. Outrage poured through me, and I barely heard the rest of our conversation. Of course I didn't want to go to AA Anon. I had helped and helped. Hadn't I done enough for him already? I felt furious at the suggestion. What more could I do and continue giving to this bottomless pit of unmet needs we called the marriage? I was sick of shouldering the burden of feeling responsible for the success or failure of this relationship. It's his problem, I railed silently. Let him find his solution. Leave me out of this. Don't bother me with another thing. Just make him better and I'll feel better. I hung up the phone and dragged myself into the kitchen to fix supper. Anyways, I'm not the one that needs help, I thought. I haven't drank, used drugs, lost jobs, lied and deceived those I loved. I've held this family together, sometimes by the skin of my own teeth. I paid the bills, maintained a home on a scant budget, and been there for every emergencies. And married to an alcoholic, there have been plenty of emergencies. Gone through the most bad times alone and worried to the point of frequent illness. No, I decided. I'm not the irresponsible one. To the contrary, I've been responsible for everything and everyone. There was nothing wrong with me. I just needed to get things going and start my daily chores. I don't need meetings for that. I just feel guilty if I went out and had all this work at home to do. God knows I didn't need more guilt. Tomorrow I'll get up and get busy, and things will be better. Tomorrow. When the kids came home, I found myself hollering at them. That didn't surprise them or me. My husband was easygoing, the good guy, and I was the bitch. I tried to be pleasant, but it was hard. Anger was just always beneath the surface. For so long, I had tolerated so much, and I was no longer willing or able to tolerate anything. I was always on the defense, and I always felt like I was somehow fighting for my life. And later I learned I was. By the time my husband came home, I had to put a disinterested effort into preparing dinner. We ate barely talking. I had a good day, Frank said. What does that mean, I wondered. What did he really do? Were you even at work? Furthermore, who cares? That's nice, I said back. How was your day, he asked. How the hell do you think it was? I railed silently. After all you've done to me, how do you expect me to have any day at all? I flashed daggers at him, forced a smile, and said, my day was okay, thanks for asking.
Yeah, right? Motherfucker.
Frank looked away. He heard what I was saying he heard what I wasn't saying more than I was. He knew better to say anything else, and I did too. We were usually one step away from a raving argument, a recount of past offenses, and screaming threats of divorce. We used to thrive on arguments, but we grew sick of them, so we did it silently. The children interrupted our hostile silence. Our son said he wanted to go to the playground several blocks away, and I said no. I didn't want to go without his father or me. He wailed and wanted to go. He wanted to go. He would go, and I never let him do anything. I yelled he wasn't going, and that was that. And he yelled, please, I had to go. All the other kids get to go. And as usual, I backed down. Okay, go ahead. But be careful, I warned. I felt like I had lost. I always felt like I lost. With my kids, with my husband. Nobody ever listened to me. Nobody took me seriously. I didn't take me seriously.
So I'm gonna cut you right there.
Yeah, it's a long.
Because you could go on and on and on. But doesn't this sound like a typical marriage to a lot of Americans? Because you have to understand that addiction is not only having an alcoholic spouse. There's all kinds of addictions. Sexual addicts. The list could go on and on and on. Whether they're playing video games or they're only thinking about themselves. But at the end of the day, why should we care what the fuck the other person is doing? You know? That's the whole point.
Well,
like, why should we fucking care?
Well, the term for all those like alcoholics and all that stuff, they're called compulsive disorders.
So they're called compulsive disorders, okay?
It can either be like a drug addiction, alcoholism. It could be someone who likes to gamble.
Yeah, because I mean, it's good to have sex and it's good to gamble and it's good, but when
it could even be someone who's OCD, you know?
When they overdo it, that's when it becomes a compulsive disorder, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just someone like that. And I know this was very long and
No, but it's very informational because, I mean, when you were, reading it, like, I related to a lot, but in different ways, right? For example, in this situation, I'm the alcoholic.
Yeah.
You guys know it. I mean, it ain't no surprise. But, I'm a social alcoholic. But to other people, I'm an alcoholic. And to a lot of people, I have a problem. To a lot of people, I gotta fix my problem. Bitch, you fix your fucking problem. Why the fuck you worry about me fucking drinking, having a good time? But then what happens is that when you have somebody hammering on you, you want to do it worse, and then it becomes a vicious cycle. And it's like that's just part of nature that you want to do things worse when people tell you not to do it.
Yeah. Well, in the book, the lady who wrote this, she was an alcoholic. She was actually like a drug addict too, and she said that codependence, she always viewed him as people who just lied and were manipulative. That they just were there to disrupt her from fucking having fun, having a good time, and hiding her fucking pills and draining her alcohol.
Yeah, she was crazy.
But then she got into a relationship, and then she became a codependent after years later.
Because it like rubs off. It rubs off on you.
It can happen to anyone. Because the thing, it's kind of like with the whole love thing. You don't know what relationship you might land in. Later.
Yeah, you gotta it's like you lose the boundaries.
I know some like the people who are like the most independent and most badass fucking people, and they end up in some relationships that are so fucked up, and I couldn't imagine them being in a position.
Yeah,
like
but
that.
some people think that that woman is weak or that man is weak. It's not that they're weak. It's just that it became a mental illness.
There's a lot that goes on to like within this shit, and honestly, I want to continue reading this book, but I haven't yet because I've been lazy and I've been doing a lot of other stuff. But when I find out more about this, because I'm a codependent myself in other ways, in other aspects, I think a lot of people are, and that's why this book interests me.
Yeah, because and I feel the same way with me. Well, it's different aspects. Like, for example, growing up, like I was telling you. But then I remember when I came into a marriage, I didn't give a fuck about nobody. I came with a good state of mind, you know, like thinking about myself, I guess it's called being selfish to some people. I didn't give a fuck about nobody. I'm sorry to say, I didn't even give a fuck about my siblings, my mom, my dad. I was doing me. I was like 19 or 20.
But that's called being responsible.
Yeah, it's called being responsible, but somewhere people started to make me feel bad, and then I felt like I had to help people, and then going to church. Like, that's the thing that I mean with church, like religion. It's like a whole net of people telling you what to do or how to act or how to behave. And then sometimes if you're not strong enough mentally, and if you don't educate your mind, you're gonna fall into those traps, and then you're gonna wonder, how come that person is prospering? How come I can't prosper if I know how to, and then it becomes very depressive that you feel like you cannot get yourself out of that hole.
Yeah, because
you cannot dig yourself out of that hole.
Yeah.
So it becomes like a vicious cycle, So yeah, guys, I'm sorry to bore you guys, but this is a topic that is very important to talk about.
Yeah.
Because you guys are our viewers and we care about you guys.
Exactly.
Not because we're trying to be codependent with you guys, but
no, it's true. Like, honestly,
but
like I didn't want to like read this to you guys, but not today. I just like I don't know. I didn't have the energy for it today because I don't know. But I'm glad. I hope that you guys like heard this and kind of could relate to it. But there's more to this book, and in the future I really want to share more with this. Maybe not on the podcast, maybe on YouTube or something like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could start a fucking book club. You heard of start a book club?
I don't read no more like I used to.
Well, like I could read it for them on YouTube, and they could just.
Oh, you could do that. Yeah,
chapter by chapter.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, because some people, like I said, like there's people who don't know how to read,
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with not knowing how to read, because a lot of the people that I know that they don't know how to read, they're fucking very smart in a lot of other areas that I wish I was fucking talented.
Yeah, so that's why. But the thing is, like I love people a lot, and I feel like, well, I love my community. I don't care if you're black, brown, white, fucking Asian, yellow. I don't give a fuck if you got purple. But if you're along this journey with me that we call life, you're my community, and we can relate on that level. So when it comes to my community, I want to build my community. I want to grow my community. I want to care for my community. And I think that knowledge is power. So this is helping me. This little chapters, 2 chapters that I read, have like cleared up a lot in my mind and in my life, and has kind of like, I can start seeing a path for myself,
Exactly. You could see the tunnel, like the tunnel, like
the light at the
everything
end of the tunnel.
the light at the end of the tunnel, and that's what it is. And like I said, now I thank God, now that you're older, you came across this yourself. I've been knowing about this, but guess what? I cannot be the only fighter in this world,
Okay, calm down.
But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now you fucking know, so like leave me the fuck alone. All you motherfuckers do your shit, because that's what happens. A lot of times when you're codependent, you want to help the world. And trip out on this. A lot of nurses are codependent, and that's the reason that they put it in our study. Because a lot of nurses are codependent, and some bitches become serial killers.
No, it's true.
No, because I seen a documentary about a fucking killer nurse, that she killed them because she wanted to free the people from their pain.
Well, that's kind of a good thing. But if you're going too crazy with it, that's a problem there.
Exactly, like, bitch, be gone. Like, let me fucking help your ass.
Like, bitch,
I wish I was like that.
Like, bitch, I just got asthma. Why are you trying to kill me for?
But anyways.
Yeah. No, but what's helping me also, like, in my life in general too, is making me realizing that I'm a problematic person in my own way. That I'm not innocent all the time.
Yes, you are.
And people need to know, but people everywhere, they're not perfect. I'm pretty sure, like, even like when it comes to our manager, the whole thing, she probably feels like she's doing the right thing, even though
no, she's not. She's being codependent.
She's not. She's really not. But people sometimes in their brain, they trick themselves into thinking that they're like that they're the good guy.
They're not helping nobody. Like,
Yeah. So I'm just using that example. Maybe that wasn't the best example, but what I'm trying to say is that sometimes, like, people, they're delusional, you know?
You have to, basically, guys, just learn to mind your own fucking business. That's what God says in the Bible.
Wipe your own nose.
No,
he don't say that.
God says that. He says like clean your own nose.
Yeah.
Basically, when it comes to judging people, it says look at your own board. In other words, you know what's a board? In other words, like tienes como like a piece of wood or something. So you know, like all of us wake up in the mornings and we have these things that whatever the fuck you call it. I forgot you have the term to it. Yeah, but there's a term to it. So we wake up, and, and we'll be like, oh, look at your eye. And then you go in the mirror, bitch, you have a bigger one than the other motherfucker. Yeah. And sometimes you have a fucking booger up your nose, and your fucking ass don't know. Because, for example, I was seeing a TikTok. This Aina was giving advice about, narcissism and all this bullshit. But the whole time I'm seeing a fucking booger up her nose. Like, she's talking and, it's good to, say all the information.
But come on,
we have to check ourselves first.
You gotta present yourself, yeah.
It's not good to judge people because you don't know. You gotta check your own self. And that's the best thing that I could say about this whole codependency shit. We gotta stop worrying about people, worry about yourself.
And can I tell you something? The way to help people, I'm learning, is by helping yourself, because that's what the book talks about. Like, the way to break from the codependency is like once you figure out that you're the problem itself, and then you gotta figure out a solution for yourself, and you start doing things for yourself, that's when you help the other person. Because the other person can be fixed and you're still going to have these feelings of feeling frustration because you're hurt. You became a hurt individual now, you know? Nothing in this, that brings me some interesting topics.
But it doesn't mean not to care about the person. Like, for example, growing up, I used to see my uncle drink a lot. He was a drunkard. And guess what? One time I remember clearly, I got all his fucking beers and I fucking threw them across the street. And I felt good doing it. Being evil.
You were throwing them?
Yeah.
Or like the glass or
yeah,
what?
all the fucking glass. I got all his fucking beers and I was fucking laughing, throwing it across the street.
Yeah.
And I thought I was doing a good thing for my uncle. And thank God my uncle, he was, like he was just laughing about it. But I'm not gonna lie to you, my uncle, he became a real wino from the street, from the MacArthur Park area. And it's really sad that, I wish that, we would have known about resources and more help. But sometimes people, they don't want to get help. But anyways, going back, I'm sorry. I thought I was doing a good thing by breaking my uncle's bottles. But I don't know how the fuck he got them.
Yeah.
I don't know how hard it took him to get.
Yeah.
And, sometimes those people, they have an illness and they have to drink as a medicine.
Yeah. Okay, calm down now.
No,
but I understand where you're coming from, though.
I saw my uncle in pain a lot of times, when I got older. So sometimes you don't know what people go through and you don't know what pain they're healing. But at the end of the day, was that my business to get his beer and throw it across the fucking street and be evil about it? No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
I think the best thing would have been me giving him a hug.
Or talking to him.
But it doesn't mean that not help people when they have problems. Yeah, help them out, but there's other ways to show love, not to nag people, Like now I learned that if I see something and I don't like it, I just leave it to God. And now I say, you know what, God, I'm sorry. I have to forgive this person because in reality, this person is sick in the head and that person has an illness in the head for whatever addiction that person has. So please forgive them. And I have to learn how to forgive them in order to forgive myself.
Exactly.
So that's all I want to say on that. Because I'm already learning all this shit, guys. So, it feels good to share it with you guys too,
Yeah.
And I talk to my other friends, all of us got problems one way or another. So it just came to the conclusion that, if that person or that thing is draining me, it's better to leave it alone and just leave it to God and let God deal with them. It's not my problem. Because I have enough problems.
And you can never fix somebody. No matter how hard you try. You might think you're fixing them for a little bit.
I love my children too. And guess what? I have to learn how to let you guys go.
Yeah.
I mean, like the same way my mom did to me. But guess what? I ended up learning. Even I had to learn the hard way, but I learned.
But that's the good thing about life.
But it's better to just step out and even though it hurts a lot, don't look at those people. Just give it to God. And I mean, it's easier said than done, but it's possible. And I think you live a better life.
True that.
Because when I look at my pictures now, and I look at my pictures from back then, I was looking, even though back then I was younger and thinner, my ass would look like a señora, like a doña, whatever.
Doña Tere?
Doña Ana, whatever the fuck her name is. And I'm not trying to put the lady down, but I'm able to see my growth, you know, as a person.
Yeah.
Once I started caring about me, you know, but sometimes people call it being selfish, but there's nothing selfish about taking care of yourself.
You're
like my
supposed to take care of yourself.
Yeah, like my therapist told me once, happy mom, happy home. Sad mom, sad home. And it does reflect on the others. Instead of making them better.
That's why this lady, she said in the book, she was screaming at her kids, fighting with her husband.
Yeah, well, you motherfuckers had you guys were misbehaving or whatever, but it shouldn't be to the point that a mother feels stressed the fuck out that, you know.
It sounds like terrible, like an animal.
It is hell.
Like a stressed out animal.
But anyways, guys, what time is it? Because I feel like we talked a lot already.
I think.
Shit. I want to go out. I want to
see.
go have a couple of drinks. Nice.
Shit.
But.
Oh, it's 50 minutes. Damn,
we're talking a lot. But anyways, guys, nice seeing you guys. Thank you guys for joining us.
That's it. We got still 10 minutes, technically.
What do you want to talk about? Well, let's talk about COVID.
COVID?
Yeah, because...
What does it say about COVID?
Well, we got COVID during the holidays, during Thanksgiving. How the fuck we got it? Well, we got it during that time.
Well, let me tell you something. I think what's going on right now is like a whole different... I don't think it's COVID. I think it's some other shit.
The Omicron, whatever.
I don't know. Omicron, fucking Texicon, I don't even know. Lexicon. It's just like something else. Because like when I was taking the bus, because I take the bus to school, right?
Well, first of all, let's talk about this. Look, this is the first time that I say I had COVID.
Yes.
The first time that I went to a place to get swabbed.
And tested.
First time. I didn't want to do it because of my ego. Because I felt like, fuck yeah, bitches. It's been like 2-3 years. And my soldier ass have passed the shit.
Yeah.
But now looking at the symptoms, I think we had COVID last Thanksgiving.
Maybe. But I don't think so.
Yeah, but the only thing is at that time, I drank some fireball shots and some different Cosal, and that shit healed me.
I don't think that was it.
I don't think that was
yes,
it was.
I don't think that was it.
We had like the similar symptoms.
We had similar symptoms, but this time, okay, let me tell you the difference between, okay, look. First of all, when I first got sick, right, it was Sunday. It was Sunday and I was sleeping and I had just drank a shit ton the 2 days before.
And your ass decided to make a nice soup, which got me sick.
No. First, we didn't have fucking ingredients for soup like that. I had to make some Frankenstein soup. But the whole point is, like, I was sleeping, right? And I was like, damn, man, I'm fucking hungover as fuck. I was thinking, I'm like, I need some water.
You thought it was
a hangover. And then, but the thing is, like, I was too tired to get up. And usually, usually when I'm that hangover, I'm kind of drunkery, so I could get up and start partying again, or I could, like, start doing things for myself. But this time I felt like I was sick, you know? And then I started realizing, like in an hour or two, like in my sleep somewhere, I started realizing, I'm like, damn, I think I have a fever. I'm like, oh shit. And then it clicked to me, I'm sick, you know? It was weird, so then I was like trying to sleep the whole day, and it was fucking weird. But I tried to make myself a soup because I just felt like shaky. You know when you're like hungover, you get kind of shaky and shit like that? But I was shaky from the fever too. It was double shaky. Shaky.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I got kind of surprised because like normally since you're younger,
I'm usually the strong one.
Yeah, you never look like that. I look like a little rat, like under my COVID.
But not really, because with you, me and you, for some reason, the rest of my family, when they get sick, they're really dramatic about it. My brothers and...
Oh, yes, they are. Yeah. They're super dramatic.
Me, I could be sick, I could fucking go to the restaurant, I could cook for myself, I could get the mail if I have to, I could do stuff, you know?
You're not too codependent, I guess.
Yeah. Well, no, technically, I don't know. Anyways, the whole fucking point is like, damn. So I went to go make this Frankenstein soup. I just was boiling water, put some consomme.
You know, like years ago in a recipe book when from Google, I think I seen a recipe called the trash can soup.
Garbage soup or something.
Garbage soup, yeah.
Oh, I think it is trash can soup.
Trash can soup or garbage soup. That's the name to that shit.
People in Japan do it too. Well, at the end of the week or at the
they got other kind of shit over there in the streets. So honestly, no.
Anyways,
no, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm playing.
The whole point is, I'm trying to make this soup just so I can eat some because I didn't eat nothing for the day, right? And there was not like... Anyways, the whole point is I'm trying to eat something and like I'm waiting for the soup. I want something warm. I want something inside my body to like nourish me, like to fight off this fucking sickness. Because I feel like when you're sick, you should eat and sleep. That's like the most two important things. But... That's
how your body cures itself. By sleeping, you know, because that's how it starts working and, you know... defending whatever the fuck they have to defend against, you know.
Yeah, so anyways, I'm over here trying to like wait for the soup to like fucking heat the fuck up, and then all of a sudden I feel like I'm gonna fucking collapse. And that never happens. That never fucking happens to
Drama.
me. You know,
dramatic.
literally, mom.
You're fucking dramatic.
I'm not like I had to sit down. Like I am not.
To my viewers, the dramatic person.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with a little bit of drama in life. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
But bitches love drama. I'm sorry, no. No, but for real, mom. Mom. I shit you not. I put this on you and Mocha and everything I love, mom.
Don't push it on me.
I don't give a fuck. I'm putting it on you.
I'm about to go out tonight.
I put this on my mama.
Bad luck.
No, but I'm being okay. I'll put it on myself. Then I'll put it on.
Put it on yourself, please.
I'll put it on.
With your codependent ass.
I'll put it on Doña Ana. I'm playing. I'm playing. No, but for real though, literally like I had to like and I felt like vomiting too, and I felt like fucking collapsing. So I went to the fucking restroom, and I fucking was sitting on the floor, and I put my hand on the toilet. I never do that. Even when I'm drunk, I never put my hand on the fucking toilet. Not because I'm too good for it.
Nigga, you're getting old.
No,
you're fucking old.
The whole point is I was right there, right? Like almost like hugging the toilet bowl, but not really. You know, I was right there, and nothing could have came out because I didn't eat nothing. All I had done was drink. But by then, like my body had pissed it all out, right? So nothing was coming out. So I told Alex, I'm like, hey Alexis, like you gotta turn off that stove, you know, before the house catches on fire. And Alex was like, my brother, right? He didn't want to. He thought I was bullshitting because he always gets annoyed at me. But the whole point is he went to turn it off.
A lot of people get enough, but they don't say it. Yeah,
but fuck you. But the whole point is that was the only crazy COVID symptom that I felt ever, you know. Not the lack of taste or nothing. I don't know about nothing.
No, thank God we didn't, you know. But yeah, supposedly it was COVID. But honestly, guys, I think this is some government conspiracy. I don't want to talk about too much about the government. I don't want to get censored or shit.
No, you're not gonna get censored. You're not gonna get shot up.
I know.
No.
I think whoever wants to get tested, they're gonna say you had COVID, nigga. Well, it was only a bad flu or a bad cough.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's what I was thinking. But yeah,
that's how I still feel.
For the first time in the fucking.
And the black and white and red, because it's
the paperwork now. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I came positive with that shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck it feels like I'm doing a commercial, Ace commercial or something?
Ace commercial. You kind of look like Nancy Reagan.
Yeah,
too,
but
with the
anyways,
shirt.
I came positive with COVID and yeah, they got me. But I've been partying too much. We've been hanging around and. It's fucked up because, you know, it spread kind of like fire really fast though.
I think I'm the one who got everyone sick though because I was the first one with symptoms. Yeah. And I take the bus, and in the bus, that's what I'm trying to tell you. In the bus, like it was like cold season because I kept seeing everyone cough and fucking sneeze and shit like that. And I'd be like, oh shit, what the fuck is wrong with all these people? And I was feeling good. I was feeling healthy.
Yeah, but I'm just glad that, you know, it was minor. You know, I did get the shots. I got the first booster. I heard there's another booster fucking for the other Omegatron, whatever the fuck, 2 months ago. But I don't know if I want to get that shit because they asked me some questions. They asked me something like, oh, do you have difficulty walking up and down the stairs? So now I think it's not arthritis. Now I think it's because of stupid shots.
Low key.
So now these motherfuckers are.
I never thought about that.
Yeah, because I never had a problem walking
maybe that's
down
how
the
you're
stairs.
forgetting. Was one of them forgetting
Shut
shit?
the fuck up, Jimmy. Don't you know what? That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Wait. One last thing. I asked some of the people I'm following on Instagram for some questions for the podcast.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
I always try to do it, but we're not popping like that, so they don't give a fuck. Usually they always say, like the last time they said some stupid shit.
They'll be like, yeah, motherfucker, start trying to be mean.
I don't give a fuck. The whole point is I'm trying to make a show and it's interesting.
So you have a few questions here.
I have a few. So would you like to pick one or you want me to pick?
You go ahead.
Hold up, let me show the Facebook.
So repeat that. We were saying again that some of your friends on Instagram.
I ask people for questions. If they have any questions or they need advice, to let us know.
Oh, I like that advice part.
Yeah, and I was gonna tell your Facebook because I feel like your Facebook would be more receptive to like asking questions and shit like that.
No, it depends because I have a lot of fucking hating ass bitches watching me and they just watch me and, you know, not just playing. But maybe next time, ahead of time, I'll post it there.
Yeah.
And maybe like that, you know, for the next podcast.
So anyways, would you like to do the honors and pick a question?
Let's see, I guess.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Snoop Dogg. That's one of the things.
Hold on.
Wait.
Rewind. Okay, go ahead.
I just remember because I seen a stupid dog.
Sorry, Snoop Dogg. Have you ever watched it?
It's not that he's stupid, it's that, you know, I've seen the dog, so.
So what happened?
The whole point is we went to this festival, LA3C, whatever the fuck it's called. It was pretty interesting. It was my first festival experience.
Thank God for my friend, you know, Angie.
Shout out to Angie. Thank you so much.
Looking out, you know, my girl. So, you know, we had a good time. Even though I was amargada at first because I was sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have said. But I didn't know I had COVID.
COVID.
I didn't know I had COVID. I did not know that shit. Sorry, guys, but sorry to the whole public that couldn't see because of me. I did not know.
I'm pretty sure they're smoking. Anyways.
It doesn't matter. It's nice to me again.
The whole point is I never want to go to festivals or concerts because one, I think it's out of my budget, let's be real. It's too expensive for me. Why the fuck would I go over there to see a screen and listen to music when I could do that at home? That's what I always thought, you know? And then secondly is the people, like, when there's all our crowded spaces, I know people get kind of like, some people get riled up, they get stupid. There's been a war about that. The soccer Honduras Salvador war that happened because of fucking.
Don't even talk about soccer, because you know I was about to get down a few years ago with some white bitches.
Anyways, the whole point
yeah, because they were fucking acting racist.
So that's how kind of I felt in this concert. It wasn't no racist.
I get anxiety.
Oh, my car's about to die. And it was the whole point is we're watching Snoop Dogg. And some fucking white guy got me mad and I was popped him, but not really because I couldn't. I had to be good, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. And the whole point is I had a good time afterwards. And there's some black dude. We were dancing. We were like fucking vibing along. And I turned around, the black guy just like salty as fuck. And I was having a good time.
You forgot about the little old lady from the jungles.
The Jane Goodall was there. I'm gonna do a whole other video because this camera's about to die.
So hurry up with the questions.
Okay,
sorry, guys,
you wanna pick a question?
Okay, go ahead. This camera's about to die.
Let's answer like.
Oh shit.
Okay.
2
came out, so let's answer this one.
Okay.
So this one's from Gimby from Palmdale, and then she asked, "How do you move on from an ex?"
Get another one. Actually, no. Get 2, 3 more.
2, 3 more.
Or 5. I'll keep on going. Honestly, like you cannot stay stuck on that one ex. I'm sorry. The same day, move on.
All right, and this one is shit. This is my whole. This is from Alexa from Chicago, and she asked, "How do you stop being a roach? You kill yourself." I think that's it for tonight. And
no. One more until like
one more. All right.
3 more.
Can you do it? Cause I gotta set up the music for the outro.
You could do it.
Okay, this is from McKenna from San Antonio, Texas, and she asked, "How do you deal with anxiety?"
Me personally, I'll drink a beer, but I'm giving you a bad example.
Yeah, that's not good advice because.
But that's what I would do. But honestly, how to deal with anxiety? Get rid of the problem.
Yeah.
Move away from the problem. Next.
I'm trying to set this shit up before, cause this is.
And dealing with anxiety, it's like you gotta, there's different techniques. Some people say that you gotta focus,
Well, the way I deal with anxiety, cause for a long time I didn't even know I was anxious. Cause to me, I thought an anxious person was the one who was shaking and fucking crying in the corner. That's what I thought.
Yeah, you gotta learn how. Okay, this is the way I learned about myself. That's what happened. I started learning about myself. And what causes me the anxiety? So certain things, situations, that's what causes the anxiety. So just learn about yourself a little bit more. Study yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
Whenever you feel anxious, look at your surroundings, and little by little, you're gonna start learning how to cope with that.
Yeah.
Like for example, I don't like going to the supermarkets when it's super packed. Why? Because I already know sometimes people have bad attitudes.
Yeah.
And I just go when there's hardy people.
But a good coping mechanism what I learned is, for example, that's why I don't like the cameras down, because with the guy, I was having like anxiety because I was getting mad, but I didn't think that was anxiety because I just wanted to rush the food because I had my camera. I just felt like I just kept seeing myself during the camera smashing it on his fucking face like that. But that's not good. You're not supposed to do that, right? And Snoop Dogg was performing right. He came out and Snoop Dogg was fucking performing right in front of my fucking face. Now he wasn't I wasn't in front of him, but he was in the big screen. And the whole time I was just seeing red, and I thought to myself, I'm like, wait a minute, Snoop Dogg's here. Why am I letting this one person affect my whole experience,
Exactly.
So I just took a breather, and then I just try to get in the moment. A lot of times when you're anxious, you take yourself out the moment because you're dealing with all these crazy thoughts.
Yeah, but you know what? You have to,
So like you said, you learn yourself. So I learned I learned that that's a problem with me. So I gotta address it real quick, cut it up the butt, and I pray to God for a second. I'm like, God, please fucking take this anger out of me.
That's why when I go to places, I focus on where I'm going. I don't go looking around, because once you start looking around, of course you're gonna see a fucking bitch or somebody acting stupid. So I just go. If I'm gonna go get tomatoes, I'm gonna go to get tomatoes. I'm not going to the store to look around and try to hang around with people. So, next question.
Can you get it? Because I'm kind of preoccupied here.
Let's see. Oh, this one. Okay, let me see. Go ahead.
Perfect. Okay.
Sorry guys, it's just that his camera's dying, so we gotta rush the shit.
My camera's dying this shit. Okay, this is from Alice from Los Angeles, and she
For
asked.
who?
Alice, Alicia.
Alicia? Okay.
Things to change in the past.
Whoa.
Things to change in the past. I don't
Things
know.
to change in the past. Things to change in the past. How do you interpret this question?
Well, maybe it's like things like you would wish you could change in the past. What I'm learning, I always say that when I'm learning, because this whole life is a learning experience for me, right? Every day is a new thing. You can't change your past, and sometimes you wish you could, you try to hide from it, but you can't hide from anything in life, you know? You can't run away from anything. So I think sometimes the best thing to do, you gotta embrace it, and maybe it's not in a sense to, sometimes when people think embracing means to, go back to it and just fully do that all the time, but that's not what embracing means. Embracing is kind of accepting it, having acceptance for who you were at that point in time, and learning and acknowledging that you grew from that person, that you don't have to be stuck doing one thing. Because a lot of times people, when they grow up, they feel like they gotta be somebody a certain way. They gotta be a certain type of way. And sometimes that doesn't fulfill you, you know?
I just wish I would have not been as nice. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I wish I could have stayed in my little bitch mode, and I would have saved myself a lot of suffering.
That's how I feel
Sometimes when
too.
you're too nice and too giving, people take advantage of that, and you already know they're taking advantage of you. But you know what? Yeah.